Steve, even though our season's finished, you've still got a lot of fighters involved in a lot of other shows, including one abroad, the UK versus Africa.
Yeah, it's crazy. As you said, at the last one we were trying to have a bit of a break, but you get involved in certain things and you try and help the fighters out. And this Friday over in Zimbabwe, we've got the return leg of the Africa v UK.
Which happened last year November, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah. So it should have been 5 English people v 5 Africans, but it's just down to 4 now. So what you've got Stacey Copeland, who's gone over, representing the UK, fighting for the Commonwealth title. So she's over there landed. Mark Thompson should have been fighting in a WBF title fight, but unfortunately Mark had a car crash, so we had no one within our stable there. So a guy called Samuel Antwi has gone over. He's a kid from London, undefeated. Apparently a good fighter. Was groomed in American. So you know, he's going over to replace Mark. He stepped up, going into a 10-round title fight. So he's also boxing for the title like Stacey. And then the 2 from VIP lads who've gone over there is Mark Leach doing an 8-rounder and Mickey Elliott doing a 6-rounder. Sorry, Mickey Ellison, yeah. So they're over there in Africa now. I believe they're going out to see some schools and orphanages today, and then they've got a safari tomorrow, and then on Thursday it's a public weigh-in, so it's a big thing over there. Yeah. And then Friday's the fight. I mean, I'm sat here hoping to fly out, but things are getting a little bit difficult. But if not, we'll be able to tune in, I believe, on Facebook, which right. Will get put out on social media soon. As soon as we know on that one, yeah. So that's happening this weekend.
Well, will we put a link if there's a link? We'll be able to put it on our Facebook page, won't
Hopefully so, yeah.
Right, okay then. But you've got another massive fight coming up as well in the what we call our close season, with our very own Masha Dodd.
Yeah,
Joe
yeah.
Cordina.
It was a strange one. I didn't know that Sky would be doing shows in August, and then Eddie phoned me up out of the blue, and obviously Tommy Cole's the Commonwealth lightweight late champion after beating Masha, but he's got an opportunity to go over to America at light welterweight, and he's vacated the belt because the deal with him, both in-house fighters, Tommy and Masha, was that Masha was giving him a chance. So if he beat him, he had to give one back to Masha. So, you know, he can't do that. So the next best thing he could do was vacate and let Masha fight for it. And Eddie had Joe Cordina looking to step up. So it just made sense to put them together. And fair play to Masha. You know, he didn't get the great length of notice, but he jumped at it. And August the 4th, hopefully, he can redeem himself from his last performance with Tommy and get back to the sort of performance he was putting in against Tom Stalker, who he schooled, and hopefully he can kind of prove to them all that he's back to what he was, and that Cordina's a good fighter, but maybe let's hope it's too early for him.
Well, it seems a route that he's taken with a lot of those ex-GB boys, because I think that would be the 3rd guy to go for the Commonwealth inside. Joe Joyce for, was it his 4th fight?
Well, I think it was even a bit earlier than that, and Kelly and everything like that. I mean, but I don't think it's just the Commonwealth they're looking for. I think now, and I agree with him, but the kids who are doing this WBS, they don't need your 4-rounders and your 6-rounders. They've already fight top of the world class in those series, you know what I mean? So they can be pushed a lot earlier than the other kids, and you know, there's no hanging around for them now, is it? You know, they're not getting 15, 20 duck eggs. They're getting thrown in and proving that they can fight, yeah.
And then you got Scott Fitzgerald. You got to rank as one of those boys as well, one of those ex-GB boys who's looking a bit special.
Well, he's gone a bit under the radar, to be honest with you, Scott, and he's been a pro, I think, 3 years now, and he's in double figures and undefeated, and we've been asking for fights. So we've been told they'll be announcing the opponent next week. Well, he's going to fight for his first title on the undercard to Khan on the 8th of September in Birmingham. So Scott's really buzzing now, because he feels that he's got a lot to prove, and he's hungry to prove it. So I think that'll be the start of that. And we spoke again about that. You know, in the mix in there, you've got your Anthony Fowlers, you've got your Ted Cheesemans, you've got your Sam Egginsons, and we've said we'll fight all of them. So you know, they'll happen in the next 12 months.
Brilliant. And then we've got our two great featherweights in Ryan Doyle and Isaac Lowe, who fought one another, what was it, about 2 years ago now?
Yeah, you know, again, I've mentioned in the past that these fights that go on TV shows and they don't film them and they don't show them yet, people know they're going to be good fights, and that was exactly the same. They fought as like a filler between coming off Facebook onto the live on Sky, and no one got to see it, and that was a cracking 10-round war which ended up as a draw. Now the way things are, we could get to see that again now, because we've done a deal where Ryan Walsh is going to fight Isaac Lowe, and that's a 2-fight deal. Whoever wins that is then going to fight the winner of Doyle in his Commonwealth title fight. So if Doyle is successful and Isaac Lowe successful, them two will meet again for the British and Commonwealth, you know, instead of fighting for the English. And you know, I just hope that it does happen, and when it does happen, you know, it gets shown live on TV, and I think it'll be better than the first one, and that's hard to say, but you know, they've both improved. Doyle is massively improved and got a lot of confidence out of being a Commonwealth champion, so hopefully he'll win his first defence, and then he'll get a chance to become British and Commonwealth. And it'll be the same for Isaac. You know, he's had like 3 draws, hasn't he, which have stopped him from moving on. So hopefully if he can win the British, he's got a chance to fight for the British and Commonwealth as well. So those dates will be announced very, very soon.
And that they could be this year?
Oh, 100% this year, yeah. Yeah,
brilliant.
So that's good, yeah.
And then we have the start of another mad season for you. We've got 3 fights in.
It is, yeah.
3 shows, I should say, in 3 weeks.
Just started the fact that I was just going to do 15th in Manchester and then the 29th in Liverpool, but I've got that many fighters that I can't possibly just get them all off on the 2 shows. So we've already booked another one for early October in Oldham, so we'll probably split that Manchester one now, where we maybe have 10 fighters on that one, 10 fighters on the Oldham one, and then I'm going to have to go to Wigan, because we've got Liverpool 29th of September, and I've got about 18 kids from Liverpool who want to fight on it. We've got a few kids making a debut, so if I go to Wigan, I can use half my Bolton lads and half my Liverpool kids and get them out. So you know, hopefully we'll have a date for that soon, and then you know, we'll have a show where we'll get 40 of our kids out in September and October, and then I've got the headache of getting them all out again in November and December. But they all know that they're not going to get the easy touches now. They're going to be fighting a lot of themselves.
Because you did that on your last show, the one in Bolton, where you had 4 lads stepping up in opponents and going into like maybe not quite 50-50 fights, but not far off it.
Yeah.
Is that something that you're looking to do more this year?
Yeah, and I'm looking to match some of my own kids as well. I mean, I've already spoke about it, and it's a question of when I can get them off. But we're looking at Steve Brogan v Shaq Tally, which hopefully will be for the Central Area title fight, which would be a great fight. Like to do the same with Tom McGuinness and Colin Day, which would have been on the 29th of September. Unfortunately, Colin's agreed to the fight, but he's away. So Tom will get a fight on that day, and then the next one will be them two together. So you know, they're good fights that we're looking at, and really in truth, we've got some kids that aren't with TV, but are good enough for TV, like Cerise Mould. So I mean, it's the board meeting tomorrow. I'm putting a few requests in for the likes of Reece Mould to be fighting for the English title, Fazza to be put in the mix for some sort of English stroke British eliminator, and the same with Liam Taylor as well. So you know, it's not just me that want it, it's the boxers want to be moving on as well. So we're going to push them, and speaking to other managers and promoters, that's what they've got to do with their kids as well. So you know, I think the end of this year, as in 2018, and the start of next year, you're going to see a lot of good fights, not just on TV shows, but on our like non-TV shows stepping up as well.
Yeah, sounds great. Thanks a lot,
Okay.
Steve.
Cheers now.
Take care, mate.
Bye bye. Bye.